Hey everybody, it's Anaconda Squeeze, and today we are bringing you a super useful mod. I have had tons of people ask me about this question, and up until my last couple of videos here, I had no idea. I will kill you, dragon. I will get you. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, this has been a very requested video. I am so thankful that it is actually a thing. This is I want to say this perfectly for you. This is the Relocate NPC mod, and what this does is it lets you move your kids and your wife, like your whole family, to a modded house. So all those modded houses we've been doing in the last like year here, which is weird because it has been like pretty much a year. Um, you can now move your family into them, which is gonna be super awesome. I'm so happy. Like, thank God this is a real thing that's going on. I want to get this dragon out of the way here before it interrupts me anymore. Die. That's right. That's what I thought about you, sir. Yeah, so this is a pretty awesome mod here. It's by UniSL. It is wicked, and I do want to thank somebody else here before we get going, just because this has been like a hugely requested thing. Like, honestly, every time I post a player home, somebody somewhere is like, "Oh no, Squeeze! Like, can you do this? Can you do that?" So I want to thank Hippie Chick 21. They actually went out and on my last host mod, they told me like, yeah, there is actual video or there is actual mod. Go look it up. So they looked it up for me. They told me, and I spent the last little while looking over it because this is not the most complicated thing in the world, but it's definitely a little complex. So I want to make sure I had everything kind of outlined for you guys here, so you didn't have to worry, you didn't have to like think you're doing it wrong. So you can fast travel to this cave right away. It is right here. It is the Lost Fairy Cave. What I did was I went and adopted an orphan, and she's currently living over here at my Lakeview Manor. So we are going to go in this cave here, and I will show you what's going down. Okay, so there are some steps that you're going to want to do. So as you can see right here, so these are fairies. They're a little like they're pretty cute actually. So there's a couple kinds. Right now we have netches. We've got some mud crab fairies over there. It doesn't really matter which ones you use. Coming up here, there's going to be rabbit fairies. There's fox fairies, chicken fairies. There's this big deer house fairy mother. There are these skeevers fairies, and then over here there's skeletons, and there's like spiders. So we're gonna do skeletons today. But what you want to do is right when you get to this point, this is what I did: is you get here, you're gonna go, you're going to save your game, exit out, and then load it back in once. Like this is all after you've downloaded the mod, of course. So we've just gone ahead, we've saved, we've come back in. Now we have the option to actually talk to them. If you do not do that save and load and blah blah blah, all that fun stuff, you will not get this little prompt here. You won't be able to talk to anyone, and that is what you need in order to do this. So we are going to go over here. We're going to choose the skeleton. So like I said, we put our person in the Lakeview house. I don't want the fairy spider. I want the fairy skeleton. We're going to talk to you, and we're going to ask them if they want to be a new home, and they're going to say yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to set them to one of these fairy markers here. Now this is pretty cool because you can actually do a couple people per fairy, from what I understand. So that's kind of awesome. But we are just going to do the simple way right here. So we'll make him SO1. All right, and he's gonna follow us here, and he sniffs because he gets me, and that little thing pops up. Come on, you little wiener, let's go. I just want to make sure, like, I'm worried every time that they're not gonna follow me. They're gonna get stuck on something because that looks like what has happened here. I'm gonna run. We're just gonna get out of this cave, and he should be following me here. So we're in Skyfall. We've got our little fairy skeleton, and he is not actually walking up the stairs. I tested this out with a chicken, and he went up the stairs. But the skeleton doesn't seem to want to go up the stairs, so that's not the end of the world. We'll be all right here. So what we can do is if we had a follower, like if we wanted to make sure that I consider the follower's home place being the companion's lodge or something like that, we could change their home place to have it here. So what we would do is, where did he go? He's running around like a little psychopath. Look at this. I'm trying to catch you. Skeletons are the dicks here. Come back here. Come back here. There. Okay. So that's what we can do. We'll just make him stay here. It's just his new home place. Now, we can make him do this. Oh, we've entered the command state. To issue a command to your follower, move the radical, and a command appears, and press triangle to give that order. Exit. Okay, maybe let's try to get him here. Let's just get him waiting somewhere fun, right here. Not the most fun, but perfect. So he's gonna wait right there for us. And now, if we were gonna go to like Varkas or something like that, we could go talk to that person, and there'll be the option to make him wait with a fairy. And because we made this one S01, we could say like, okay, go, your new home place is S01, and he would be here. This would be his new home place, but we would have to again have him no longer following us. We'd have to dismiss him before we could send him here. So that's fine. The thing that we want to do is we want to make this family's fairy. So what that's going to do is that will make this location here the home for your family. So we're going to do that right now. He's going to sniff because that's what he does apparently, and that should now make this home our family's home. So what we're going to do is I haven't been able to do it any other way without loading this in again. I don't know if you have to wait a long time for her to actually get here, but she has tiny legs and we're not going to do that. So we're going to walk out the front door. We are going to leave, come back in, and we should have our daughter waiting right inside this house here. So let's go check that out. Haha! All right, so it did work. Here's our little lady right here. Hello, whatever your name is, I can't remember. So she lives here in Skyfall now. So what's going to happen is your family, once you make the family home, they will live within 35 meters of that little ferry there. So we can move the ferry around. It's all good. Couple things we're going to talk about. Leaving and coming back in didn't work. So what I had to do was I left the mod here. I left the house here. I traveled to my Lakeview Manor where she's supposed to be. Then I traveled back. And then the door was kind of ajar. And then I came in and there she was. So that kind of worked there. So when in doubt, just fast travel to where your family was and come back in. Some things I want to mention. If we were to now get a pet or adopt another child or get a wife, we would have to dismiss this guy here, then grab him and put him back in after updating our family members list, and that will make everybody back in here. Essentially just resetting your list here because as of right now, he just knows our family to be the daughter, so if we get someone new, he doesn't aware of that yet. So we dismiss him, then get him back in here, and then we can do the thing all over again and it fixes it. So that's pretty awesome. Some things I want to mention with the glitches, just because they can't use external scripts. The shop dialogue, wow, I got a hiccups there. I do apologize. The shop dialogue for the spouse won't show. Some of the children's dialogues that are from like the Hearthfire won't work, and the Hearthfire system still thinks that your family is in a default player house. If your kids disappear from the new home, go to the last player house. I already said that. I'm so wise. Look at me. I'm so smart. Your kids will usually be found there. But otherwise, this has been like a pretty cool mod. Like we're here in Skyfall. We are in my favorite modded house, and we've got our kids now. And that has been, honest to God, one of the things that has been asked of me since I did my very first house mod video. And I'm so happy that we finally have an actual solution for it. So I really, really appreciate that. UniSL, great mod. This mod is brand new. It was created on the 5th of June. It was just updated on the 9th of July. So that's great. Like it just came back. This has been really, really good so far. I'm super happy with it. I want to thank Hippie Chick one more time because, like, honestly, without Hippie Chick, probably would have taken me a long time finding this because there are a lot of mods I got to go through, and a lot of them say they can do things that don't actually do it. So I appreciate Hippie Chick coming in clutch, really, and getting this one done. And this way I can kind of explain it to you guys and show you what's got to happen so you don't have to worry and like bundle around like I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. There will be a link to the mod in the description below. Make sure you go check it out. I highly recommend you download it anyways. Just with all these cool house mods going around, why not have this available? Don't forget to like the video if you guys found this interesting at all. And if you haven't already, guys, definitely subscribe. We got some really cool stuff coming up. I actually was part of a nice sneak peek this morning where I got to look at the new extension for the Dreamweaver update that should be coming in about 6 to 8 weeks. From Treehawk and Meek Ghost and Cyan 49, so that is gonna be really cool. I got to walk around, I got to be like basically see the world through their eyes as they walk around their new expansion, and it is amazing. I can't tell you very much because it is still very secret and stuff still might change, but from what I saw, I am very excited. This is gonna be an amazing mod. Definitely follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you haven't already. We're doing updates there. I've also got Instagram, which sometimes I'm kind of on, so you can kind of be on there, and depends on my mood when I might post. Yeah, guys, until next time, my name is Anaconda Squeeze. I will see you all fucking later. Bye. Say goodbye, little child, where the hell you are.